출시되었을 때부터 수없이 많은 고객들로부터 어떻게 픽퍼포먼스팩이 그들의 일상 속 건강과 활력, 에너지 개선에 주었는지 들어왔습니다. 그 수많은 이야기 중 세 쌍둥이를 포함하여 만 5세 미만 유아 5명을 키우고 있는 엄마의 이야기를 여러분과 함께 들어보려고 합니다.
Our triplets were born almost 2 years ago. They're coming up on their second birthday this March. The first year was a whirlwind. He didn't get the memo.
He did it. That's okay.
I'm Macy,
I'm Chris.
and we live in Simpsonville, South Carolina, which is right outside of Greenville. We live mountainside of South Carolina. Anybody who's had a baby knows what the impact of having a newborn can do to your life. You know, your marriage, your body, your finances, your sleep, everything. And then having triplets amplifies all of that times 3 and probably then some. Here's the deal. My triplets are cute, but they are not cheap.
I mean, I was a on-the-road welder. I did decent. But there was times, you know, we'd struggle.
Honestly, that first year with the triplets, I don't think I realized how big of a shift and the transitions that we were gonna have to make and the challenges that we faced until I kind of came out of that first year fog. And who I was after that first year with the triplets was someone who had completely disconnected herself from just about everything besides keeping humans alive and working my business.
She does a really good job building her business. But yeah, I stay at home, take care of the kids, babies, do school. I love it. We're building a tree house in our backyard, me and a few neighbors. We're gonna pimp out the ravine for the neighborhood kids. But yeah, it's gonna be really awesome when it gets done.
So prior to having the triplets, I lost some weight, a lot of weight, 100 entire pounds of weight. It was a big deal. When I got pregnant with the triplets, I doubled my body weight, which was incredibly frustrating. The first half of the pregnancy with the triplets, I still hiked it to the gym every day. We get on the elliptical, do my little weights, and would just keep gaining tens and tens and tens of pounds. And eventually, I just had to stay home. Just too big, getting too tired, gaining too much weight, no matter what I did. You know, the weight just kept piling on. So after I had the triplets, I felt very discouraged. It felt like I failed. I was a victim, totally a victim. I didn't ask for the circumstance. I didn't ask for this body and all the struggles that we had. It was a really dark time for me. But I knew what I needed to do. I had the vision. I just knew I had to somehow, some way, keep one leg moving in front of the other. And when I look back on that first year with the triplets, if there was one constant, one thing that helped me get up and get moving and stay motivated and accomplish the things that I have, it's peak performance. I'm not wired to have this kind of energy. In fact, it's quite the opposite. So when I first started Peak Performance, it took 7 days for me to start seeing an improvement in my energy levels, and that's when I knew I was a peaker for life. To put it in perspective, I'm actually having an easier time keeping up with 5 kids with peak performance than I did with 1 kid without peak performance. So because of the energy that peak performance gives me, I've been able to recommit to running again in the past few months. So much so that I made a on-the-fly decision and made a commitment to run a half marathon at Disney this upcoming February. So I've been training for that. And now that I can reflect back on that year of growth, I'm really proud of how far I have come. I've been able to grow my business to executive director level. And I did all this despite all the background noise by just doing one foot in front of the other. And for me, that one foot in front of the other is peak performance. I get up every day and I take it, and I never go to bed without it. I'm Macy Lee, and here's the deal. I'm training for a half marathon because of peak performance, and that's reaching for the peak.